Welcome, Mr. Saravanan. We are glad to have RoboChef today for our Startup Technology Leadership Program.
If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you need to be a real happy guy. Surround only with the happiest people. That's I would say, like, even though it does not come as a professional life advice, I have realized it, and that is science as well. So if you want to be successful, surround yourself only with happy people. That's something. So validation was the most interesting thing. I initially funded a university, so I was super interested about this. And the biggest challenge was, like, I come from a computer science background, and I know I wanted to do this. And like you won't believe, like, we went through 18 different versions of this hardware. 18 different hardware versions, and the first 4 versions was built by me. So, like, basically, I went to my university and asked, because, like, again, the mindset came, right? I have zero knowledge in electronics. I have zero knowledge in mechanical engineering.
That's instrumentation.
5 years before. 5 years before. I have zero knowledge in instrumentation. I have zero knowledge in design. I can say with all humbleness, I'm an expert in tech. But, like, just with tech, you cannot really build this. I know very well the constraints there. So then, like, I approached a few colleges, like there were some, like, my close professors. Like, I kind of, over the weekends, I started to travel to Madurai. So a few universities there, like, I started to travel to my own, my college professors, my own school professors I requested them to take tuition. So this is exactly what I did. So because, like, and then I funded one university. And then after 6 months of the period, they said, like, it's not possible, Saravanan. So the blunt answer that I got was, they said, like, Saravanan, this you are trying to build is something even the best of companies globally have not built. And you are asking us in 6 months to do this. And that was the moment I realized that, like, we need to prove them wrong. Basically, it is possible. So, like basically, I know I can believe in that fact that it is definitely possible. And, like, it all just needs some focused effort. That is when I started to prove others wrong. So I hired like interns who were all school kids. So who did 11th and 12th and then 10th, and I built a first prototype.
That's an amazing stuff. You built this RoboChef
just with school kids.
With school kids. That's an amazing message.
Just with school kids. I'll tell you the science behind it, right? So it might look like, probably because of our experience, you know very well it is complicated, your answer would be no. This was the same thing that I constantly believe in. Like, my mentor teaches me to always have a fresher's mindset. So basically, what does that mean is, we constantly think that, like, it is tough, so we never bother trying that out. The only thing that I just told the kids was, like, those are all the kids who I was known through the known circle. I just told them, like, come sit with me for some 6 weekends. We will try to build a robot. They said, wow, mama, super, very good, we will do that. So actually, they are also zero in electronics. They are also zero in mechanical engineering. So the point is, they don't know that it was impossible. That was the only difference.
That's the biggest message.
That's the biggest
moment you realize it is not impossible, then you can do it.
Because for them, like, when I say, like, it can be doable, we are going to do, yes, we will do it. They will not tell you the chance of not to do it. They will somehow find a way to solve it. And you will be able, I was super amazed about the kind of thought process kids has. And that is what I constantly believe in. So we are wasting the resources of our, like, school kids. That still haunts me. This is quite a strong message. Like, we all still go through the same education system that we went through. I know very well. It was good, but it was not great. Definitely not great. And every parent at this generation knows this. Do we really have a solution for it? No.
In fact, if a world-class solution like this can be built with young kids, then I think with our potential in India, we should be achieving a lot more.
Yes, very much. Like, I love the next generation to be like that. So with all respect, I can see the people, while I was in China, like, the people in China are built with, are like, taught with the thought process to be a maker. I want the same thing to be in my country.
This is in the schools in China?
In the schools, yes.
When you visit China, you visit the schools?
Yes. They are quite strict.
That's a very powerful
That's a very powerful thing. Like, because, see, the most important thing is, like, like it should start from there, and this is one message I would really request the government, right? So basically every single parent, like every parent right now at this generation knows that the current education system is not going to help their kids. Everyone knows, including me, unfortunately, including me. My son goes to the same kind of school curriculum. I know very well, probably this is not something that will change your life, or this will not really make you to be the next great economy. Like we are all talking about like our economy is directly related to this. The investment that we have. Entrepreneurship is something when you start, even if you want to stop, you cannot stop. It's more of it's more of your life thing rather than a role. Of you, being innovative is not just enough. Absolutely not just enough. While with all respect,
Really
absolutely, it's all about execution. It's all about execution. I'll give you some examples. Flipkart is not an innovation. Ola is not an innovation. You like housing.com, it's not an innovation.
But execution.
It's all about how you execute. As simple as that. If you take the top 100 companies, 95% of the companies are not about innovation. It's only about execution. And so what about other companies executing? This might be a common question coming in. I strongly believe in one of the most important fueling thing for any business is speed of execution. So it's not just about execution, it's about speed of execution. If you ask me like what was the reason in spite of me getting bankrupt 3 times over the last 9 years.
So you became bankrupt
3
times?
Yes. I was
and you came back
yes.
Full force.
Yes, full force. Yes. God is great. So definitely full force, because I remember those days where I lost my money. Like basically like I invested heavily into a company and that did not really pick up, and that was unfortunate. So during those times, like 6 months I was like kind of I was stuck. 6 months I was stuck, where like I did not do anything. So I still remember that mind where like I like basically every single moment I used to think about how much money I have lost. And you know what is the kind of pressure that we have from our family. And unfortunately that was the time I got married. And you know how it would be, right? So like my wife's family thought like this guy is an amazing guy, we are giving. So and then like in that very moment like I got to the middle of the road. So like literally I was living on my wife's savings for some 2 years. I have not taken salary for 3 years. So entrepreneurship is not about the glamorous things. It's about, I still don't regret that. That's really what
You're still happy, man?
Yeah, I'm so, even that time I was a happy man. That's the most interesting. Only the people around me were thinking I am upset and all other stuff. I was upset because how do I build something better? That is what I was thinking over. I have zero regret about what I have lost.
What point that you think RoboChef should be reaching in the next 5 years?
In the next 5 years,
what is the point? It may be a revenue goal, it may be a customer goal, it may be a vision goal.
Perfect.
What is that point?
In the next 5 years, I want RoboChef to be in every 5 kilometers visibility, like vicinity. So I would like to tell like this is one mantra that I have in my desk. So your nearest RoboChef might be behind you. This is what like I would like to tell. So
fantastic. So basically, that's the Vista point that you want to from where you want to see.
So basically, like we wanted to democratize cooking. We want to democratize this food. So we want to make everyone taste great food.
Authentic food.
Authentic food, great food.
So next time when you visit China, you will have a RoboChef serving you.
Like that's one of our key plans. That's right. So because the automation is not just about reducing the cost, it's about the quality. I don't really see reducing the cost as the first quality. For me, like the purpose of RoboChef, lot of people praise us because we are able to reduce the cost. But for me, the biggest advantage of RoboChef is you can get the same consistent taste, and you can be 100% assured of the kind of hygiene, the kind of ingredients that we use, and we call it a software defined cooking.
Wow, that's a great name. Software defined cooking.
Because we are moving towards software defined networks, so software defined virtualization, software defined deployment. So
SDC.
Yes. SDC. Yeah.
Great, Saravanan. Thanks for meeting us today for the Startup Technology Leadership Program. All the best to RoboChef.
Thank you. Thanks. Kind of you, Nagin.